I wanted to speak real quick about homosexuality. Now I'm in the right frame of mind to do it. I've been racking my brain for the past week and a half, trying to figure out how I was going to do it, and it was actually supposed to be the very first video that I put on this channel, but circumstances said otherwise. But I'm gonna get right into it. I don't have any notes with me to read from, and I'm gonna guarantee you that many of you who are anti-homosexuality will not like this video. And those of you who are anti-homosexual, I just ask that you bear with me. I ask that you be humble, and instead of blasphemy and blasting me, I just ask that you present not a case, but evidence, proof that goes against what I am presenting. Now, male on male relationships is a no-go. A hell no, no-go. I don't think that there is any reason under the sun for a male. Let me back up. There's no reason under the sun or above the sun or on the sides of the sun and throughout the galaxy, the multiverse, for a male to have feelings, emotions, intimate thoughts towards another man. There's no reason for it. There's no excuse for it. If a man has intimate emotional attraction to another man, that, I won't say you can't reproduce. Two men cannot reproduce with each other. Now, when I start speaking on the women, I know a lot of you gonna start saying that's pseudo. But I just ask that you present evidence proving that my claim is false when I get to the women. Men cannot reproduce. It's not the way of the man to be with another man. The whole purpose of the man, he was designed to mate with the woman. He was designed that way. He is the protector of the woman. Now, let me speak on that for a minute. Now, I don't have a problem with homosexual men, but a homosexual man should know his place. Many of them do. I have had many homosexual male friends or associates back in high school. So that was about 8 years ago. And many of them, this is the problem with a lot of anti-gay, the anti-gay movement. They have the misconception that if he's a homosexual man or she's a homosexual woman, they automatically have affections towards children. That is not true. That is 100% false. At least where I'm from, there are no homosexual men that I've heard of or know of that have affections toward intimate, fantasies about children. None of the ones I know or have heard of do or did. That is extra fuel to the fire to promote the anti-gay movement, that they don't take no junk. I understand the movement, and that sentiment is very well needed. But if you are going to say that a homosexual man could have affections or intimate thoughts towards a little boy, that makes me look at you as a straight man who could have intimate fantasies concerning a little girl. Now, we have to call these things down the middle. We have to call it for what it is. If you are going to blast a homosexual for things that they do not do, or you're gonna bash them for a characteristic or trait that they don't have, then you have to be ready for the backlash. Now, if you could have that thought towards a homosexual and think that you could just walk about freely, you're sadly mistaken. So now I'm going to look at you and watch you every chance I get when you're around little girls. You who are a straight man who thinks that every homosexual man or every homosexual woman has intimate fantasies about little children of their same sex. I have to watch you. You're now in question. Okay. I forgot where I was, but I'm gonna keep rolling with this. The homosexual man is supposed to be the protector. Yeah, that's where I was. The homosexual man is supposed to be the protector. Wait, what did I just say? The male, the male is supposed to be the protector, but a homosexual man can also be a protector. There's nothing wrong with his there's nothing wrong with who he is when it comes to protecting, because he can still protect. The problem comes when it comes to reproducing. You cannot reproduce with another man. It can't be done. I believe that any kind of any man who has intimate fantasies towards another man, that is a very psychological issue. That his mind has been warped. He has been over abused as a child. He was rejected as a child. And a lot of these things mess with him psychologically. I can't see how a man could wake up one day and just say, oh, I think I'm gonna go out here and have sex with another man. Or I don't see how a man could look at another man and the thought passes his mind that, oh, he looks interesting. He looks like someone I can spend the rest of my life with. I don't see a man doing that. I don't see that's not normal. And this is not me being anti-gay at all, because I'm not being anti-gay. I want you gay people to listen to me now. You gay men, I need you to listen to me. The conscious community is going to blast me in the comment section for these statements that I'm making. So don't hate me because I'm just sharing my thoughts. Like I said, if you have a problem with anything that I'm saying, please produce evidence, facts, proof from reliable documented sources that I could go to and read for myself, that I could check for myself. Their stats. I really don't like stats, because with stats, they can always go either direction. But moving on. Excuse me. I want to deal with the homosexual woman now. I believe that the homosexual woman has every right. I believe that a woman has every right to be with another woman. I believe that because women, according to some documents, some literature, women were the first creatures on the planet, the first creation on the planet. Women, when they were alone on this planet, had the ability to reproduce on their own. And this was by way of parthenogenesis. The reason that I say that a woman has every right to be a homosexual, women, they have a right to be lesbian, is because women can find this ability to make it happen again, where they could give birth without the aid of a male again. Now I know this is where the part where you're all gonna say that's pseudo, but it is documented in multiple reliable sources that parthenogenesis was and can be a real thing. Now, as long as that science is out there, I don't think that my claim or my thought can be rebutted. But not just that. Women lose trust in men. Okay? Women lose trust in men by many ways. But the only way that I want to address is rape. there are so many women who have been raped, and when they try to have a relationship with another man and they get to the sexual part of their relationship, every time he enters her, he hurts her. This becomes unbearable to the woman's psyche. Now, is this saying that that she is messed up psychologically? And this is a valid excuse for a woman to start having interest in other men. And I want to share this right quick while it's on my brain. I was reading, no. I wasn't reading. I was watching a lecture that Jewel Pookrum was giving. And she was saying how women are not supposed to eat so much protein. And it is because women are eating so much protein that it causes the uterus to harden. Right? This also decreases the estrogen and builds up the testosterone in a woman, which makes her spiritually a man. So check this out. You could be in a relationship with a woman, but spiritually you're in a relationship with a man. So a lot of you are practicing homosexuality through your diet. Is that a stretch? Is that a stretch? I don't think so. I don't think so. Because if you have ever been in a relationship with a woman and the woman is controlling and she's trying to be the dominant force, and you're trying to be the dominant force as well, and the way y'all make up at the end of the night is what they call rough sex. Just think about that. Just think about that. The woman, and you women, you could be in a relationship with a man. You could be in a relationship with a man, and there's something that he's eating that's decreasing his testosterone and building up his estrogen. So you're spiritually in a relationship with a woman. So see, a lot of you could talk about hating homosexuals, but a lot of you are practicing homosexuality and you don't even know it. Many of you don't even know it. Now, this is just a thought. And I know many of you gonna have some very hateful things to say. I don't recommend that you post that in the comment section. I know you're gonna do it anyway, but if you're gonna do that, please come with some kind of information that I could go back and research. I don't want to read your Bible. I don't want to read your Quran. I don't want to know about anything religious. I don't care about the abomination and this, that, and third, because we're all performing acts of abomination. If you want to get technical, a lot of you are doing things that you're not supposed to be doing. There are many of you who are living lives that you have included or incorporated other cultures into your lifestyle, and based on your religious doctrine, you're not supposed to be doing that, but you're still doing it. Many of you don't practice your doctrine entirely. Many of you practice your doctrine, certain aspects of your doctrine. This is why there's so many different sects of you out there in the world now. You have to have empathy, and you have to have a righteous mind in order to understand the world and what's going on around you. This is why we need wise men and wise women and philosophers in our community, so that they can teach us, and we won't have to be doing shit like this on YouTube. That we could have someone who could teach us, not religiously, but rebutting all of the information in existence concerning those things that support homosexuality. It cannot be done. The only excuse that many of you will have is it's an abomination, it's not of God, it's you can't reproduce. And I'm talking about the women. I'm with you when it comes to the men. I don't believe that a man should be in a intimate relationship with a man. Simply because they were not meant to be that way, but based on documentation or historical documentation, when certain sciences say that women were the first ones on the planet. Until you could rebut that claim or that science, then I will digress. I will admit that I was wrong. Like I said, this is just a thought. This is not 100% accurate information. It can be tested, hypothesized, or whatever. It's just my thought concerning homosexuality, and if you can rebut this information, if you can diffuse this science, if you can pick it apart piece by piece, put it in the comment sections. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Let's talk about this down in the comment section. Peace.